Welcome back to Prez Connects. I'm Steve White, President of AIA DC, and the purpose of Prez Connects is to connect you with architects who are connecting with the general public. And today I'm at the National AIA Convention in Atlanta with Lira Luis, with which is an architecture firm out of Chicago, right? And Lira is doing a very interesting project called the Living Ball Project, and that's part of Leapfrog, is that right?
Yes.
So tell us first, what is this all about?
Well, the Leapfrog project, first of all, is the one that encompasses the living ball. And it's an effort, an initiative to help the Category 5 Typhoon high-end survivors rebuild with resilience and then leapfrog to the next level of technology. And by this I mean leapfrog move directly to less polluting, more advanced technology than what they had prior to the natural disaster.
Wow. Well, this is such an appropriate subject matter given all the things that are happening around the world right now. Can you tell us more about the ball that we have here?
Yes. Well, the Leapfrog project developed this living ball. This is a scale model of it, reduced 12 times smaller than the full scale. What it is the intent of this is to provide light and also a way of providing communication through Wi-Fi in times of disaster.
So we're talking about in the very beginning, the first 3 or 4 days after something happens.
Yes, because the first thing when a disaster strikes an area, the first few things that gets lost is the infrastructure for power. So we thought about the living ball, creating a structure that is temporary, but at the same time using materials that are already there without bringing anything out of the rubble. You actually build this structure, but it is inspired by this tensegrity concept that Buckminster Fuller pioneered. So tensegrity is tension integrity, meaning the members are sitting in tension in a sea of compression. And so then we use that as point of departure to create the living ball that would provide light through the use of bioluminescent planktons that are predominantly or ubiquitous in the area that we are serving, which is the central Philippine Islands. And so then I'm working with locals in the Philippines where we actually build this side by side with them. So how do you connect with them and communicate that language with them as you're building? They have this structure that is called the parol, which is based also on the same system as a tensegrity structure, but they don't know that. They didn't realize it. So I just connected the two, the two concepts of how the process is being built. And true enough, when I worked, we had one installation in the Philippines, and true enough, they were able to pick it up within an hour. And we finished at full scale of this version in 8 hours. Wow,
that's fantastic. Tell me more about the way the communication device is embedded in the bamboo.
Yes, so that's one of the features of this one, is it would have a Wi-Fi receiver that is made out of a Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi is actually a motherboard that's about the size of a credit card. So we're planning to embed that in the cavity, and what it's going to do is it's going to take data from outer space through CubeSats or Cube satellites, and it's operating the same way as how the satellite televisions operate. That's how it communicates.
Well, this is really amazing. It's wonderful to see, and I hope that we can follow you and track you and find out how this develops over time.
We already did one installation, a full-scale installation of this in the Philippines. We did one in Washington, D.C. during the AIA DC Architecture Week at the Philippine Embassy.
Well, that's great. With everyone that I do my Prez Connects with, I give them a Lego as a inspiration that you are to us, and hopefully we are to you, to remind you to keep connecting with the world and keep doing what you're doing, and we're very grateful that you spent time with us today.